What's going on? What's going on? Welcome. Sports Game Vision Sports Night. As you can see here, we got a few topics we want to chop it up about, of course. We talk about all sports on here, but the main focus is always basketball, NBA. As you can see, the finals is going on. That's a huge thing that we love on this channel in the sports world, basketball, NBA world. And you also can see in the graphic right here, you see the Stephen A. Smith and Monica McNutt debacle that happened, and we're going to chop it up about that. As you see right now, we got my guy here, Seven Mitchell, and of course, Hank. What's going on, y'all? Happy Friday. Start to the weekend. If you're in college, the start to the weekend was yesterday. But for the adults, the other adults, the older adults, it starts today. We're gonna hit this this banner and we are going to get started. Welcome back. If you're in the room, please support the channel. Hit them likes and subscribe and notifications and share and hit the comment section right away when you get in. And we gonna talk about it. What's going on, Seven?
Ain't too much, man. Just sharing the stream out to the social media community. Shout out to the sports world, man. The Sports Game Vision Friday night. Y'all know how we do here. A lot to talk about. So I am definitely happy to be here. Hank, what's the word?
Well, you know, what they say, the elephant in the room. We're gonna talk about the championship round of the NBA, the finals. I always look forward to this, and this year's two competitors are worthy of getting there. And I went with Boston. You went with Dallas, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I went with Boston.
Are you on Boston? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got Boston. I said Boston in 6. And last night was a clinic, as we could see the score. Porzingis came back. What is he? He's been out for quite a while. Came back with 20 points. He lit him up in that first quarter, and that was like all she wrote, really. Even though Boston came back and made a run, Jaylen Brown looked like the number one option on the team yesterday.
Yep.
And of course, Tatum, who is the slated number one, he really played a all-around game. He just let the game come to him, and he's playing defense, getting rebounds, assisting guys, and he's scoring when needed. But man, it was all-out domination yesterday. What's your thoughts on it?
You laid it out pretty much exactly that. Porzingis, my thing about it, I will say this. I don't see this happening again. Okay. So if you feel like this series is over, boys and girls, don't really count Dallas out based off of what you've seen yesterday. You know, Boston couldn't miss at the beginning of this game for the most part, especially from, 24 feet and beyond. Porzingis he went crazy. Excuse me, in that first quarter, Hank. But it was like I was looking at him. He didn't look aggressive to me. He looked kind of timid, like he wasn't like 100% healthy. But it just seemed like everything he threw up was falling. And as far as defense, the blocks, he had major impact. I don't want to take anything away from him, but I seriously doubt that we see that type of sample size from him again with that much impact in this series. I'm going to keep it real because he had 11 points, I think, in that first quarter, but he ended up with 20. So it was just kind of an calamity for real.
Very impactful.
Very impactful. He was the most valuable player on the court in the first quarter, no question, to me.
Yep, him. Tatum was very impactful as well. Not Tatum. Brown. Brown was very impactful, and their role players as well stepped it up.
What's his name? Hauser.
Yeah.
Lights out. Couldn't miss. Jaylen Brown was very aggressive going to the basket, but it was just Porzingis on both ends of the court. Everything was working for him. back to back consecutively. It's like we just saw like 3, 4, 5 plays in a row go Porzingis' way, and the crowd in Boston went crazy. Kyrie Irving now is 0-11 versus the
Yeah.
Celtics in his last 11 games. So it just was just one of those nights last night, and I don't feel like Dallas is going to continue to shoot as mediocre as they did last night. So we'll see different. I just don't know what game we'll see different.
Right. Yeah. You spoke about Kyrie. He definitely. I don't know if he was clamped up or he just had a bad night. I know the defense, on the defensive side, and here's the graph you just talked about: 0-11 with Boston in last 11 meetings. Yeah, I don't know if it's the defense or maybe as he said, the crowd really didn't go too hard on him. So I don't know if the maybe the nerves or just that layoff.
You tell me what defender Kyrie has had to face or will face at least 4 to 7 times in a year. What defender is he going to have to stay in front of? And I'm not saying Kyrie's not better, but give me somebody that he's going to have to play against like Drew Holiday for at least 4 games.
Are you talking about in this series or just period?
We know he's facing Drew in this series, right? At least games. Give me another point guard that Kyrie has to face in a year at least 4 times. That's that elite of a defender. No one.
Yeah.
This is really going to be a test for Kyrie Irving. I'm not saying that Drew is better than him, but Kyrie is about to face elite defense versus
elite defense
for an entire series. I don't know if Kyrie has had a history of having to face that. When you think about it, especially in the year when he won, Steph wasn't an elite defender in the Cleveland days. Well,
last time he faced Boston, we saw what happened. Remember in Brooklyn, Tatum and Brown was really putting clamps on him and KD. So we'll see. I mean, those guys on that side really play pretty good defense, and as you can see right here, Celtics Nation is sleeping really good right now.
Yeah, they should. Road to Title 18. As a Laker fan, I would hope that Dallas was to pull this off, but Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, those guys work very hard. If they don't win it this year, it's going to be a lot of negative talk when it comes to those young stars of this league, and we don't need that. If not possible.
What's going
on?
We
got a brother in the building. What's up, brother?
Salute.
Get your fellas. Bars up, media.
Hey, we in the building, man. We in the building.
What's happening, bro?
In the mix, man. I'm fasting right now, so I'm trying to muscle through this last 24 hours.
Oh man, okay. Going to be praying for you. Get that stretch done.
For sure.
It's tough. Sure. Sacrifice. That's what it is.
Yeah, discipline.
Discipline.
So Hank, how does Dallas bounce back on the road in game 2? What do you see that has to be done next game?
Definitely say I got to make some adjustments. I think they just really came out flat. They came out with energy. Both of them had a lot of energy in that first quarter. Dallas was just really flat and they shot really bad. They were like double the amount of 3-pointers made.
Yep.
Or more than that in the first half. So you can't expect them, Boston, to shoot that well, and you can't expect Dallas to shoot that bad. Just make slight adjustments, and I think they should come out a lot better for the second game. What about you?
I don't, like I said, I don't feel like we're going to keep seeing what we saw last night, but we might see it again. Boston is just hot right now. I think this series will really become a series in game 3. So to me, honestly, I can see Boston maybe not shooting as efficiently as they did to start the game off in game 2 as they did in game 1, but I still feel like Boston has so much momentum. I don't know if there's nothing Dallas can do to steal a game this early in this series, even if they do play better than they did last night. Like, they are fighting demons. Kyrie Irving, he's going to have to be immaculate, and I think they need to go home cooking first.
I wanted to show you this. I was looking at it earlier. I could have swore they went back to the 2-3-2 format, but they didn't. So it's going to be 2 at home, 2 in Boston, 2 in Dallas, 1 in Boston, and they're going back and
As
forth.
it should be. They should never go away from this right here.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yep. What do you think of the adjustment should be, BA?
I think that when it comes to it's nothing. They lost yesterday. I don't plan on Boston hitting that many threes. I don't plan on them doing that consistently. And I like Kyrie is not gonna have the next. Kyrie was missing. He was MIA. That's all I can say. Not only was he MIA, but my guy from Charlotte, what's his name?
PJ
Washington.
PJ couldn't hit a shot to save his life. It's like the 3-point open shot. Like they missed so many open 3-pointers, like open shots. And I don't expect them to miss that many. But I think that the game, it was just a tricky game. One team was hot, the other wasn't. And Porzingis, as I say, the only way Boston is going to win this series is with Porzingis healthy because of what he does on both sides of the floor. And yeah, it's looking that way. I don't expect this to be no sweep or anything like that, but Boston is looking like the favorite now due to the original unicorn. The original unicorn.
The original. I was thinking about that too when he came back yesterday, going crazy. Like, go to Unicorn. He back. New York.
Well, it's always a bad look when you lose bad to a team and their best player wasn't the defining factor. So, Dallas still haven't even gotten a full dose of Jason Tatum yet.
Jason Tatum ain't their best player.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
You think about it, who's better basketball wise than Jason to you?
Jalen.
Jalen was cooking
because of both ends of the court or offensively?
Both ends of the court. And around this time, every year around this time, because they always make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, one of them always show up. And he showed up last night.
Well,
and he showed up last series too. And he was the MVP of the Eastern Conference. That's who always shows up when it counts.
Well, Hank alluded to Jason Tatum allowing last night to just come to him. He didn't force it. So are we blaming Jason for that? Or are we saying he needs to
play a well-rounded game, though? He did.
He can't do Jason. He has to let the game go to him, because if your other teammates is on, then you gotta let them ride their wave out. And salute to him, because he gets into that bag, and we all know this. He gets into that bag where he will take 3 to 5 shots in a row that are horrible shots just because he's trying to get them up, that'll put his team in danger. And it's a great thing he didn't do that yesterday, because if he did, the game, who knows if Porzingis would have went off the way that he did. Because remember what he did to Porzingis? He did this 2 times in a row. They tried to run the offense through him. He was like, nah. KP, come back up.
Yeah.
I wonder is BA excuse me, fellas. I wonder is BA gonna spill the beans on what his problem is with this dude, real life. Because BA something there's something BA is not Jason Tatum. Because this is Kobe's. Man. This is Kobe's boy. You have no love. You don't do Kyrie like this.
Kyrie is Kobe's boy. Kyrie is Kobe's boy. We ain't doing
Tatum's not.
Tatum. It's the same dude that said LeBron James was the best player in the world, and then he switched up. He was like,
I told y'all it was something. I told y'all it was something. There it is. So because Jason Tatum told the truth, BA has it out for him. I got you.
Nah, Jason Tatum, as a fan, right? Just as a fan of basketball, he has let me down so many times in crucial moments. And it's particularly in these 2 particular type series. It's usually a Eastern Conference Finals, he lets me down, or it's an NBA Finals where he lets me down. And he's done that so many times. How many Eastern Conference Finals has he been in? 6?
Yeah, it's been like 6, yeah. Let's play this here real quick and let's chop it up. It's still about the finals. Grant Hill made a comment last night on believe it was NBA TV.
You know, you got to come out and play with some more force. I thought Boston punched him in the mouth, Shaq, the first quarter, and they were just kind of staggered and on their heels the rest of the game.
Until that third quarter run.
Dallas's defense, they played with force. They played with force and confidence in the Minnesota series and really throughout the playoffs. I didn't see that from them here tonight. So they gotta just sometimes it's not X's and O's.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's about we gotta strap on and we gotta come and bring it. And so I think there's a little bit of that involved. And one last thing, 2 years ago, Golden State outclassed Boston. You know, and they were able to win this series. Dallas looked like Boston did 2 years ago. Just a little bit, the moment too big. So how do they regroup? Can they come back with the right mentality? Boston today looked like Golden State 2 years ago when they played against them. You know, you got to come out and play with some more force. I thought Boston punched him in the mouth, Shaq.
That's cap. That's super cap.
I don't want to hear from no nigga that ain't been in the finals telling somebody how to carry it in the finals. That's number one.
Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember what that Golden State versus Boston? Boston blew them out the first two games. Bro, they didn't even think Golden State even had it in them. Everybody was like, "It's over. It's over." And Golden State won. That's a horrible analysis. At least analogy, whatever you're trying to do.
I think he's trying to say like when Golden State figured him out. That's what I think he was trying to say.
He's Grant Hill. He's supposed to be basketball knowledgeable. He got to say that because that didn't sound right. What he was saying didn't sound right at all to me.
His second part, his observance of what he's saying, I'm good with. But his advice at the beginning, trying to tell Dallas what to do, nigga, you ain't never been here, so you fall back. Serious. I know you got a job to do, but nah. Just observe, nigga, and talk.
Facts.
I don't need your advice, Grant. Sorry.
Did you see this viral moment here?
What's that? Whoa. No. Taylor, that's Taylor with who?
Some random guy in the stadium. I don't know who that is. She I guess she was didn't notice him and is going all over social. You know, it was another viral moment this year. I believe this past year with Liv Morgan from WWE at a New York's game. A guy trying to talk to her. So it's very similar to that. You guys ain't seen it?
Nah,
I never seen this.
Curveball.
But she did. I wonder where a man is because she dated a brother. She actually dated a brother. So
yeah, she not showing who he is. He says she's not going to.
But hey, I like it though. Salute to the ladies that do that stuff. Salute to the ladies that do that stuff and they got a real man for real. They man couldn't make it or whatnot. She not giving. She know them when them cameras on. When them cameras on, don't talk to me. Ain't nobody.
Is she number one in the game?
Damn.
For young black for black sports analysts, female is Taylor the top now? Over Malika.
Are we talking about beauty or we're talking about just overall count?
We're talking about it all impact. The whole thing. I still like Roz. I still love me some Roz.
Who that? She's Malika's mentor.
Oh, Woody, the one that they had to get shipped off because she was with Golden State and Steph Curry and them people had an issue with her. And
oh man, no, you think she's good?
Yeah, Roz is amazing.
She's amazing.
Yeah, that's Malika's mentor too.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Except
for the that is her mentor, but except for the extra, I don't know why the extra stuff Malika do. She don't be doing that. She never did that.
That's her. And I also thought this was pretty cool, man. I don't know if you saw that. Rest in peace to Bill Walton. They're gonna be wearing this sort of warm-ups.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. The family was there last night as well.
Yeah, I felt really bad for them. I never been a fan of him. I really never really liked Bill Walton, even as a person. Like he said some things that I just always took out of context. I really wasn't a fan of his, but seeing his family, I saw a picture, seeing his family stand there last night, man, it's just like, it really took me back. Like, and then you see and realize how important he was to the game, not just the Celtics. It was a and it was a really, really big loss, and I wish that I would have took time to study him a little bit more and look at him from a different light while he was here. But yeah, rest in peace, man.
I remember him growing up. Huh?
Did I send you? I think I sent it to Hank, but did I send you the Bill Walton documentary?
Mm-mm.
Oh, because I sent it to you, right, Hank, a while back.
I don't remember seeing it.
Okay,
yeah, it was for his career.
Yeah, it actually goes and it's like 15. It's like 15 minutes, I believe, or something like that, and it actually documents from his beginning to pretty much now,
including his boys and all that.
Yeah, like it's big time because it shows how he really was on his way to being one of the greatest centers to ever
got hurt.
Got hurt.
Yeah, so all
he
of
blocked
that.
my guy, Dr. J, right when he came to the NBA. Blocked his first championship.
See how bad Dr. J was for this league? I told you, bro. He should have kept his ass in the ABA.
He needed to come back in 83. He won one in 83.
Didn't he get an MVP? Didn't Dr. J steal an MVP from Michael?
No, Mike was too young. He was still in college.
I don't remember that. I don't remember him still that.
By the time Mike got in the league, he was like, he's like LeBron is now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was like Mike got in the league in 84, 85, and he retired in 86?
Yeah.
Hold up. Wait a minute. What you mean like LeBron is now? Dr. J was never like LeBron is
on the last
now.
leg of his career.
Oh, you're talking just as far as age. I thought you were talking about as far as play. Please.
Nah, he never
played as
like
good as LeBron.
Dr. J is the reason why LeBron can get all this, including Michael. They know it.
Dr. J ain't no reason LeBron is nothing.
Yes, he is.
LeBron is light.
Yes,
so you're telling me Dr. J is better than LeBron?
I'm telling you, he was the forebearer of all this. That's what I'm telling you.
Of what? Of what?
Of a superstar.
What does LeBron do to mimic Dr. J's game?
I'm telling you, superstardom.
Dr. J is just more loyal. He's just way more loyal than LeBron. That's
Superstar.
the biggest difference. His loyalty is the biggest difference.
Dr. J superstar wasn't nothing once Michael Jordan came out.
Oh, he was still larger than life.
False.
He blazed the path for that, man. I'm telling you.
Michael's larger than life. Kobe's larger than life. Not no Dr. J.
Dr. J was what you mean?
He was huge.
Dr. J, hey, George Gervin.
This generation
they
don't know
say their names now, but they were larger than life, bro.
Why you think they bought the ABA?
It wasn't even no social media. There wasn't no internet or none of that.
It wasn't.
So larger than life. Life then was very small and minute.
Yeah.
Very, very small and minute.
But they were still larger than it, though. They were larger than it, though. No matter even if it was
no.
Maybe
more people in the audience have watched Michael, Kobe, and LeBron than Dr. J.
Of course. Yeah, he's the forebearer for that.
A lot of people rock with Dr. J.
He's the forebearer of what? Is what I'm trying to figure out, because
the NBA
Michael like him for real, like
get
that.
Dr. J.
Wait a minute, you're having two conversations now. One talking about the superstardom, and now BA talking about the finesse, the flight game.
Yeah, he was a superstar.
He was the first for the flight game.
Dr. J never had a Nike deal, like a Nike situation like Michael.
Because he was the first person to actually make shoes look good with Converse.
It never took off like Michael's, right?
It did take off like that.
So Dr. J shoes was selling more than Jordan's. When?
Yes. And then this is what happened. MJ took that whole brand idea. Nike took a chance on him, right? And his game went up, and then he took the mantle. It's like he took the mantle
like LeBron came after.
No. I'm not saying Dr. J didn't have a known or a popular brand before Michael Jordan came out with his Jordans. I know Dr. J had, but what I'm asking you guys is, are you telling me that a point Dr. J was putting up numbers that Michael was putting up with Nike?
No.
But
that's
how
what
he wasn't big enough yet. 7.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you can compare it, of course, like if you like today's in that era, money was different, and money is worth more. right now.
You're not
But in that
getting.
era,
You're not getting.
he was the number one shoe. Like
Somebody
He was
had
nobody
to
the
put
wearing
only.
the,
He
Chucks,
was
bro.
number one because he was the only. You're not
somebody
getting
had to put the
credit to
cape
me of
on.
being the
Somebody had to put the
forefather.
cape on, Seven. He was the one to put the cape on first.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
He
And then
didn't
right
put the
after
cape.
that, we always skip over this. Magic and
Jordan wasn't
Bird.
jumping from the free throw
Magic and
line.
Bird.
He wasn't the
and
first
then
person to
Michael.
jump from the free throw line with the afro going backwards.
Even Magic and Larry's Converse situation superseded Dr. J.
Because
Dr. J was great because
after,
it was
though.
just him at that
After.
time. I
After.
respect what y'all saying for that moment, but it was only for that moment. Dr. J's superstardom did not survive the test of time during the Jordan. He did
That's
win
because
a
it didn't have the
championship.
media
Yes, it
like
did,
that. The
though.
media
It
is
did
way
Listen,
bigger.
listen.
Yes,
That's
it
that's
did,
Didn't
that's
have
bro.
the
not
media
that's
that
not
these guys
that,
have.
What about Will Chamberlain? What about George Russell? What about Bill Russell? There's a lot of
Yeah.
people that didn't have the media that still gets talked about and talk right now today.
Dr. J don't get talked about.
Dr. J does not get talked about.
Oh, yes, he does,
His
bro.
game,
Yes, he
Here's
his
here's
star
real on that.
power, and his markability, BA,
Wilt was
has
great.
not been
So I'm
talked
not gonna
about
take that
since
away from Wilt.
Michael and Kobe and them.
Yeah,
Wilt
but listen,
had
I'm
the
not saying that
record.
they better. I'm not saying that they better. Like he's better at all. I'm nowhere near. But I'm talking about his superstardom. He
His
ran.
impact.
He ran basketball. He was the reason why the NBA was like, "Yo, we about
listen,
to fold." I like the way
at
he
that
played.
time because there's no competition. So I'm again,
Man saved the NBA 7.
from what? What did he save from? It was nothing.
They
But what
had
I'm
to-
saying is
they
this.
had
What
to
I'm saying is
integrate it.
this. When Michael come in, we done had all these people come in. Michael, Shaq, Kobe. No one is referencing or comparing what they did or how great they did it
Yeah,
with a Dr. J. We're gonna be honest.
They brushing over him.
you're talking
Hank
about
is the-
long. I'm
You
talking
know,
about
Hank is the only
superstar.
person
That's
in
all
the
I'm talking
United
about. He
States
was
of
a
America
superstar.
that's brought up
That's all
Dr.
I'm
J's
saying.
name. If it wasn't
And
for
look,
Hank, we wouldn't be.
Wilt Chamberlain played the whole entire career in the NBA, so he got the record books, all that stuff. You know, it's his name on it. Dr. J played in 2 different leagues, and the NBA merged with him and won't recognize the records. Otherwise, Dr. J would have over 30,000 points in 3 championships. Come on.
He was a
And multiple
superstar. That's
MVPs.
all I'm saying. I'm
He
not
didn't win
trying to
3
compare
championships
He
in the
was a
NBA,
Yeah,
though.
he won 3 championships in a
he
league
did
that was
not.
beating the NBA every year. when they
Listen,
played
just because you're merging stats don't mean that the leagues are the same. There was not the same
They were
teams.
better.
It was
They were
actually
better.
better. It was
They were
That's
actually
better.
arguable.
They were actually
That's
better.
debatable.
They were
That's
better than the
debatable.
NBA. No, it's not
That's
debatable.
debatable.
They were playing them every
How?
year in expeditions, and they were beating
If
them.
it wasn't debatable, ABA would be over the NBA. If it
No, the
wasn't
ABA, the reason why it doesn't seem debatable is because the actual owners of the ABA, what they did was
what they do?
they didn't think it was gonna blow, and they ended up blowing. They ended up doing. I forgot. You got to look at the documentary. I don't want to quote the wrong.
No,
stuff.
I'm asking y'all. Y'all are sitting here vouching that the ABA was so great. Then how did they lose? How did they fold?
The finance.
If we are
Finance.
saying that the ABA and the NBA should be merged because the competition, or y'all saying the ABA competition was better, how did they fold?
Because
Look
it
at
was
all the talent that came from there.
It was a black.
That's not what I'm saying. Talent came from college. We've seen talent come from college. We've seen talent come from Europe. Talent comes from everywhere. That's besides the point. Why did this league that y'all say it has better competition fold?
Financially.
How? Y'all got the better. Y'all have the better. You have the better product.
When
y'all have the better product.
When are you ever gonna see a NBA ran by brothers and sisters owning teams? When are you gonna see that?
But does that make it better? I think the ABA, if it wasn't for the red,
no,
white,
it doesn't
blue
make it better.
basketball,
But that tells you a big reason of why it's no longer here.
And they merged. They didn't get bought. They merged into.
They merged, yeah.
But if they had to merge because of what? They wasn't going to survive. You think the NBA? You think the NBA? Do you think the NBA merged with another league?
Not right now, because the NBA is the NBA. But before the NBA, this is different.
They had the type of talent that those guys had. Heck yeah, they'll merge with them.
From how old are we? We've been born in what, the 70s and the 80s. We were literally born in the 70s and the 80s, right? We are now in 2024. At what point have we, since we've been watching this game, would you have thought that the NBA would ever be in a position to have to merge with another company? Name one.
They got all the talent over there. If all the
had to
talent
merge-
went over there,
I'm talking
merge that
facts.
line.
if LeBron went over there, if Kobe went over there, if Durant went
No,
over there,
no.
if everyone started
That's not
leaving
what I'm
on to the other
saying. That's
leagues,
not
they
what
would
I'm
merge
saying.
with them.
That's not what I'm saying. We have literally watched at least 30 years of NBA basketball. Which one of them years have the NBA showed that they would need to merge with another league?
They don't
None.
because they don't have the competition.
Because
But I'm
they're
saying if they
better.
had the competition, yes.
Yeah, if they had the competition, it'd be different.
What competition? Y'all said the ABA had better players.
You asked,
They
I'm
did.
telling you, if it was another league out here making noise, and you had like Hank said,
You got other leagues. You got
What's Golden State?
international leagues.
What other league?
DeMarcus Cousins just won a
What's the
championship.
name?
What other
Rick Gary?
league? In the-
DeMarcus Cousins just won a championship last
overseas
week.
though. That's
Yeah.
overseas. We
That's
talking
not
about
professional
United States.
basketball.
And
We're
while
talking
and
about
while,
United
and while we
States.
joking, the leagues
In the
over there
United
might be
States.
better than the NBA at some point. All these international players coming over here dominating the NBA, they might have to merge with some of them leagues.
Damn, Hank. Damn.
Who
Damn.
will have to merge with some leagues?
The NBA, if these international players keep being better than the American players like that,
You really think that the National Basketball Association would have to merge with another league, bro?
hey, if they do a world
I
like
could
they
see
say,
them
the reason
doing
why
it.
they don't want to do the world versus USA because they know they get their butt kicked.
No, that ain't true. How
Okay.
are we? First of all, they don't have better players. We're now identifying how the game is played because the game is played better. The game is played different. I don't say better. The game is played different overseas. Them guys ain't built like American players.
All right, Seven.
And
there's
always
medal.
huh?
We did not medal in the Olympic trials.
Bro, look who they brought. Look
But
who they
still,
brought. Look who they
you-
brought.
What?
That's
how
not
many,
the-
how many years ago
You
if we
are
throw our
sitting
third
here,
string out, we would still
can't-
medal.
You can't go at the USA for not meddling when they didn't put the best product on the basketball court. That doesn't make sense. Everybody in the world know the Team USA didn't have their best product out there, so who cares if they didn't medal? When it count,
so.
when they had their best product out, who be beating them?
I hope so this summer. And they better not be no
This
gold, no
summer.
bronze either.
Day in and day out in the NBA, you have isolated international players who are doing great. Luka, Nikola,
Giannis.
Wemby's coming of age. You ain't got no groups of no international players taking over in this league, and you ain't going to get them because
Seven.
they
got a
ain't
whole
that good.
league. They got a whole league in Africa right now.
I seen them just
These
win. I
guys
just seen
are
the
coming.
championship.
These guys
Dang.
are coming, man.
Those guys
coming.
are definitely don't play the style of play of European basketball. Those are two different styles. The African Basketball League is like the G League for the NBA. They more aggressive. They get to it. I just watched that championship game the other day. Them boys they hoop.
And just think about all the Africans that came in the league and dominated. Elijah Wan in this generation. Bam. You got to put Embiid. I know Embiid is really African himself, right? He's from
Cameroon.
right.
Those are that's three people in a league of 300. You know understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like there's these international players, they'll be great individually. We're not gonna get no big three. It's never gonna be no threat like that to the American players.
I don't know, Seven.
Even if Luka and Nikola Jokic was to link up, still wouldn't be a guaranteed championship. They still gonna have to fight for it.
Yeah, as far as players overseas, definitely they just got a better system. They got a better system right now, and that's why
I think the game of the NBA is starting to. It seems to be catering more to that. It's more soft.
Yeah, if you look at how they are getting these kids at like 15 and 16 years old, and they putting them on professional teams.
Yeah, like Luka. That's why Luka cooking so hard. Yeah, man, and that's pretty different. Here, they would never do that here in America. And like you were saying, BA, on some of our conversations, they're not teaching defense like that.
They're not.
Yeah, the game is the style of play is for offense, but they don't have no offensive. They don't have no star. They don't have no Steph Curry. They don't have no guys that can go off. So they have a wide open game for it to be like that, but they don't have no players to pretty much exhibit what needs to be done to maximize that type of style of play. They don't have nobody over it. Who?
They bring. I mean, all the players. I mean, they got players, but they breed them to come over here.
Yeah.
For
They
what
don't breed
reason?
them to stay. Like
For
they
what
used to.
reason?
Because usually when you got countries like that, I know a lot of times a lot of players be doing so much for that country, and they bring big shoe deals, and they bring so much back to their country for even coming over to the NBA.
Yeah. But my point is, look, we old enough. We just talked about 70s, 80s, 90s babies, right? We saw the original Dream Team. The influx of these type of players was not in the league like that. Now you fast forward all this time now to the 2020s. They're very, very present in this league, very present, and they're very talented, and they're very talented.
Superstars. They're superstars.
Yes.
That
So you give
doesn't
it
take
another 10
away.
years.
But you're going off of just optics, and I'm not saying you're lying. Yes, we're seeing more international talent than what we've seen from the Dream Team days. But you also have to say that you're making it seem like since the Dream Team days, the American side ain't done nothing. It's only been the international side elevating, and that's what I disagree with.
They've gotten so much better. You wouldn't think the USA would, especially the professionals. Yeah, the college players were losing.
2020s though, to keep it 100. In the 2020s though, it's an international ran league. International players been running the league since 2020, bro.
It's a different game, and you talk about another 5-10 years from now, it's going to be even more impactful.
How is an international player running the league and these guys are one and dones? That's not running the league again. It's just like, okay, if we are playing a game, and if I got out of 10 people, if I got 9 people that are mathematicians and one person is a musician, chances are there's going to be a mathematician that's going to win. We had Giannis, we had Nikola Jokic right after that. Who else was that? Just it?
Embiid
ain't win no championship.
Oh, you talking about champion? Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, we've seen international players do it, but they ain't like the American players, like we done seen dynasties being built. And I know that ain't easy.
Yeah.
But we have for 10, 20, 30 years, we have seen guys put their teams in real positions that we can pretty much not guarantee, but expect to see them in the same round, that top round the following year. Look how many times we've seen Shaq and Kobe, Paul Pierce, then Kobe, then LeBron and Tim Duncan, and KD, Steph Curry, all these greats that's won it. They right back in the same position to try to do it all over again. And we ain't getting that from these new guys. So that's why I don't be really sold on them.
I feel like that's the old NBA. I feel like the NBA is slowly.
It is, but it is the old NBA. But what is the new NBA?
The new NBA
one and dones.
One and done, because that's how much more competitive the NBA is becoming.
I don't think that's competitive.
You don't think so?
No, I think that's more.
Because
that's just more
if you look
easy.
at it, this is a changing, and you know this. Right now is a changing of the guard, bro. It is truly a changing of the guard.
Yeah, but again, to me, it's always been manipulated, like pre-planned. Like I've been talking about this whole international player push for like 2 years. I've been bringing this whole thing up. Like I feel like people are being put in place, put in position. The American players got to fight to be at the top of the MVP race every year. Now the international players get put at the top to have to fall. That's just how it be. That's just how it be laid out.
A lot of the American players are not even as good, though.
How you figure that?
Who's
Anthony Edwards showed? Anthony Edwards showed that he was better than any of them guys that was in that top 3. Jason Tatum
he did not show that. That's why he stank it up when the lights got even brighter. That's what we saw, right?
No, that's not what I seen.
He taking
I
baby
saw
steps.
Cat.
to get
I
to
saw
the,
Cat stink it up. I saw Rudy stink it up. I saw Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards stunk it up too. 7. He did.
No.
He did
Horribly,
stink it up.
bro.
They both did.
Bad.
It is amazing. I didn't hear you say none of that. You were screaming this 84 Jordan.
Yeah, I did. I was.
So if I go to this
But
thread,
he did. He didn't show up like he was.
I just want to know if I go to this thread in Discord,
gonna
you'll
show
be
it? You gonna
saying
show
that
it?
he was trash. I can
He
see
showed
it.
he showed the highlights. He had highlights and flashes.
7 pull
He
up.
had highlights and flashes. 7. What was it? That what game was it?
because he was
When
praising.
back,
He
they
never
almost won that game.
not one
That's when
time
he
did he
showed
say
84
Anthony
Jordan.
Edwards was playing subpar, mediocre, none of that. Even throughout the whole playoffs, BA, you look from the Kevin Durant series all the way up till he got eliminated. Did Nikola Jokic, Jason Tatum, or Luka Doncic play better than him?
Nikola played better than him. His team let him down. Paul Murray and company. Jokic he played great. My guy in OKC still played amazing. Yeah,
Shea?
He still played him.
But if Shea would have won the championship, we wouldn't have said that Shea was the best player in the world. We were having conversations that if Ant was to win this finals, he's the best player in the world going into the offseason. We had that conversation.
We would have said that about Shea. If Shea would have went,
I wouldn't have. No. Come on, BA.
He'd have went crazy. Yeah, you'd have to have that conversation.
He's not going to go that crazy.
MVP,
like
MVP voting.
He ain't built like that.
Just like what we talking about with Luka. Luka win the chip. He the best player in the world.
When has Shea ever went crazy enough that you would think he was the best player in the world?
He went crazy the whole season.
This whole season, he was.
Answer my question. So this whole season, Shea has played like he's the best player in the league. That's what y'all saying?
Yes, he was a top.
Make sure you,
bro.
I need you to clip that out, please.
Politics, bro.
No, I don't want no politics. Can you clip that out, please? I want the whole world to hear that part.
He was edged by Joker, bro.
Got you. You got your viral moment, Hank.
Well, while we are on that part, let's go on to the other topic we had planned for the show as well. I know you guys have seen this all week. They've been talking about it.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna play the viral moment and we can chop it up.
We're talking about them maximizing their great potential. And because we bring that up and talk about what potentially might get in their way, which we do to men all the time, now we got to sit up here and watch every syllable. I resent that, and I'll leave it at that.
All right, so let me. I know we got to go to break. Welcome to the world of being a woman, Stephen A., and how you have to dance about your word choice and you have to please everybody and anybody as you navigate your being. We are talking about the world's greatest.
How about being a black man?
Being black. Hold on 1 second.
Have you?
So this is what I'm saying to y'all, though, and I know we got to go to break, and we didn't necessarily go there. Maybe we should. There are so many layers in this conversation around the way that it's being discussed. No. And yes, Shannon, I know y'all are going to say and Stephen A., I know you just shared that you have talked about the WNBA on your program too. You guys may not have said everybody, but the prevailing sentiment for folks that are just joining the WNBA and following women's sports is unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Caitlin Clark to come in and now take it to the next level. That's all I'm saying in these conversations. Kennedy Carter's behavior is not indicative of the entire league. We are still talking about competition where you are allowed to get a little extra elbow in if you are competing and you do it within the parameters of the game. The game is physical. Caitlin is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
All right. Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talk about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Wow.
All right, we got to go to you guys.
So did you say
you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen
us?
I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
All right, let's.
You're my guy, but I'm talking to you.
Guys, I really appreciate
you my girl, but you've missed a lot of episodes of First Take. You missed a lot.
Stephen A., 3 years ago, you would not talk about the W at this level. Don't do that.
Guys.
Nobody was, Monica.
Guys,
you making Stephen A's point, Monica. Monica, you making Stephen A's point.
Please let me do my job. Please let me do my job. We've gone for 40 minutes straight. It was a riveting discussion. I have to get into commercial break.
Listen to that fraud, Shannon Sharp. Creative player. He is such a creative player, bro. He's such a fraud.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for cue cards and mics in your ear. Shannon Sharp ass would be on somebody's couch. This was a crazy segment, man, to me. Calling out Stephen A. Smith. She's lucky, she's in the time that she's in because her ass would have been out of there. She definitely made a valid point. He could have definitely been used his platform, to speak on that league. But, go ahead and start a petition because it's damn near every platform didn't really target the WNBA, not only Stephen A. Smith. So two things can be true. I agree with both sentiments, so to speak. But I always like to see somebody digging Stephen A's ass. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, did he?
What you think about it, BA?
I loved it. And like it's always been really, really good players in the WNBA. And for Stephen A. Smith to be jumping out there capping like yeah, we've been covering it. Like we've been covering. No, you haven't. No, you have not. The NBA, the ESPN as a whole, like even if you exclude ESPN, Stephen A. has had a show for the last 2 or 3 years on, and he has not been talking about the WNBA. The only time he talks about the matter of fact, last year he talked about college basketball more than he talked about the WNBA.
ESPN don't even really talk about the WNBA like that. They talk about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. They talk about the top names. They don't even. I don't even know if ESPN has a show for the WNBA. You don't even have a situation that will lay out what players, what teams are in the league. There are probably people that don't even know how many teams are in the league, how many games is played this season. There is no platform that is distinguished that. And I wish we get some more, content creators on YouTube and stuff that are really locked in with this league because they are missing a lot. And Stephen A., I heard him also say something about how when you talk about the Kennedy Clark situation, how Caitlin is the golden goose and needs to be protected. Like he just sounds so stupid. Like
that was Monica's beef. That you're saying things as if these women are competitors. You wouldn't say that about LeBron or Steph or anything like that. That was part of her beef, along with what you're saying you wouldn't do to the men. Why are you treating the women that way?
Because she's white, and we know Stephen A. is an Uncle Tom, and he's going to be the first one to say whatever that's going to cater to the white people. I don't know what the fuck. I've been saying this shit from the jump. This girl is now what, 1-9, 2-10, something like that. ESPN has her ranked number 6 above all rookies, as the top rookies. Bro, she is not like that. She's not like that. And all this hype is just racist. It's racial. It's not racist. It's racially driven. She didn't win no championship, so fuck out of here. Angel Reese is having a better year than her. Cameron Brink is having a better year than her. So like 3-4 rookies that are truly having better years than her, and those rookies still got a lot of improvement to do. And I'm not just putting this all on her having a sorry team in the Indiana Fever. She do got a sorry team, but they are going to wind up losing more games this season with her than they did without her last year. And for all the hype that you put around her, I'm putting some of the blame on her. If she ain't tough enough, and it's crazy because she elbowed Kennedy Carter before that. Nobody wants to speak on
they showed
the whole thing. Like, they just keep focusing on that shit. And even before that game, we seen people take hard shots at Caitlin. Like the game before that, even maybe 2 games prior to that.
No fouls for it though.
Yeah, it's part of the territory, bro. She just got to get with it.
Yeah, I would say this about the Kennedy situation. If you're gonna do that, right, do it during a basketball play.
Not so obvious. Yeah, that was stupid.
That's the thing about it. She said the B word, and then she walked up, and then she bumped her. Like she looked at her like I'm coming, and she went and got her. It's like, do it. Like if you see Caitlin Clark, right, when she did that, it was for a loose ball, right? It was during a basketball play. At least do it during that, because no need to do that.
Make it less obvious.
Because what it does is just like you see how Seven even brought up the race angle. That's exactly what it does. It amplifies.
Look at the angry black girl being aggressive. Look at him.
Exactly.
That's all it look like.
A black girl jealous of a white girl for getting for the cameras being on, and that's not even really. I don't even think that's the case.
That's not the case.
It wasn't the case.
Just pissed off.
But this is the thing. That observation, that conclusion is going to come from most of the people that don't even watch the game. They just need to see that, and they'll come up with that conclusion clear as day. And they've been running with that narrative. They've been talking about that Caitlin Clark shove for the last 3-4 days. I heard somebody even was harassing them at the hotel. They had to arrest the guy.
Like, no, well, they were following what's her name, Kaden, right?
Okay, that's goofy shit, bro.
Did you see? Did y'all see? This is the part that pisses me off though about the situation. They talked about that push. Okay, granted, they're right. The shit was horrible. Shouldn't have did that shit. But did y'all see what Alyssa Thompson did to did to Angel Reese
with the yeah.
That was worse.
Way worse.
Bob Costa said, I don't know if you caught that clip when he was talking with the old girl who used to be on ESPN. I think they was on CNN or something. What's her name? They used to be on.
I know you're talking about.
Anyhow, he said it's like they're not paying attention to the black on black stuff. He said that out of his own mouth.
Yeah, that's because that that play, that's the play that you talk about.
Carry champion.
Because she could have been out for a season.
Yeah.
But you know what though, bro? I'm gonna be real. And this when they first did it, even when Diana Taurasi had brought this up, bro, I don't like this shit because it seems to me that it's forced. Like, y'all know, it's always like a hidden thing that rookies of the game are going to get beat up. You know, that's how the guys have always done it. And now it just seems like the veterans of the WNBA feel like they have to prove that to the Angel Reeses and like that. Like, that doesn't have to be part of the initiative for y'all league. Like, y'all really not like that. If y'all not going to be like that forever, there's really no need for y'all to be so extra to prove like a welcome to the league moment when it comes to physicality, when that's not y'all real game. So I don't like the fact that the veterans are really like purposely taking them type of shots at these young girls. They definitely going to be getting it. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying taking it soft, but like when you forcing it, I'm like, bro, I expect that from the NBA. It's just like, yo, y'all ain't got to take that note from that league. Like, that ain't.
They play physical, Seven. They play
physical. They do. They play physical, but again, it's just like when it comes to the rookie specifically. I'm not talking about the style of play of the NBA. I'm talking about feeling like you have to initiate these rookies in a physical way. Like I said, a welcome to an NBA moment, and you ain't. It's not no basketball play welcome to the NBA moment. It's one of them. It's like they've been mentored to carry it like that because we've seen it in men's basketball. You know what I mean? At all levels. I just feel like this shit is corny.
I blame all of this on the vets.
It's corny.
Listen to all of this praise. You listening to all of this praise of this new class, number one being Caitlin Clark, right? Listen to all of this praise. Why can't all of these vets and Hall of Famers too, they were all hated. They were all sure, like, man, I don't like that. Like, they were all literally shitting on Caitlin before she even came into the league. And they didn't have to do that. They could have took a high road and would have like, man, it started with Diana Taurasi 100%. But all they had to say was, oh, when she get here, you know, we gonna see what's up. But I commend her as a player. No, they weren't saying that before the season started. So that became a story in itself. And that story that grew, it leaked into it leaked.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I'm watching Cheryl Swoop. She on Gil's Arena. They talk about Caitlin Clark. She talk about how physical it's going to be before Caitlin even play any game. And I'm just like,
was she lying though? Was she lying about it?
It's not about her lying. It's about you instilling that narrative because now that's the headline.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm? That's the. It's if you watch the WNBA. She's not telling you nothing. We already know that those girls have always played physical. But again, when you have top platforms to the naked eye, to the people who are conservatives, casuals,
Yeah.
you create that narrative and it sticks forever.
It makes it
So
seem like
even if it
everybody
is
is
true for
hating.
one game, yeah, it's
It
just like,
turns
bro,
everybody automatically
No.
into a hater that's not even involved with that situation.
Are they gonna start cleaning it up like they did for Jordan?
no, I don't think they need to change no rules. Fuck that. If she ain't,
I think they
because
are.
they asked her how is she gonna bounce back? She said, like, I just gotta let him do it. Like, I just gotta let him hit me. I'm like, come on, bro. That ain't no warrior. What the fuck you talking about? So we already know that you
Michael
ain't tough.
did it. He knew he had to take it too, but they started cleaning the league up for him because they knew that
Yeah,
was their
but
cash cow.
Michael never
though-
went out on no interview and say, I just gotta take it. Michael hit the weights.
But it took him time. This is why I can't even knock Caitlyn because I didn't expect her to come in and go crazy anyway. But
I'm always
her.
gonna knock somebody that's gonna say if I'm gonna let somebody hit me and I'm not gonna hit them back.
Of
I don't
course.
have no respect
Of
for
course.
that.
Well, we
Of
know
course.
she's gonna do it because she already they show clips of her being cheap shot artist herself.
I'm not blaming her though. I'm not gonna blame her though because I'm blaming her team, bro. I'm blaming her teammates, bro. I gotta put this on her teammates, bro. You know you got you a high commodity, somebody that's getting you paid and getting you seen. I know we a shitty little bunch right now that we gonna need probably another draft pick, another top draft pick next year. But at the same time, I'm going to, if somebody bump me or knock me off my feet or do something dirty or fouling me, I need one of y'all to step up for me because I'm a rookie that don't know better. I don't know better.
She need that Charles Oakley, right?
Facts. That's what Jordan had.
I feel like there's an underlying story that a lot of us, not just us individually, just fans, are possibly missing because there's so much talk about how Caitlyn and some of these other girls are going to be bringing so much to this game. And if you are already a veteran of this game and about to be on your way out, like a Diana Taurasi, for example, there's really nothing that these new girls is doing to fucking benefit you and your fucking legacy and your career. By the time really shit kick into play based off of what they doing, like you getting a little bit of little crumbs right now, but shit really going to turn up because of Caitlyn and Angel in a couple years. A lot of these veterans is going to be out the league right now. So they like, why the fuck should we be catering to this girl to make this league better? We don't get no pension that's going to be raised because of that's not how that works. Every Juju, and who was that? Cole, I think, said that like Angel Reese and Caitlyn is like the Larry Bird and Magic, and he just waiting for Juju to come in as the Jordan. That was a crazy analogy to me, bro.
It's real though. It's kind of real.
And they staying. Look, they gonna stay in the league because that NIL money is great. So she ain't got to rush to come in the league. She can stay there, build up, try to win some national championships, and then come on in.
I think that's kind of real. It don't read too much realer than that. That was a dope statement by Cole because that's kind of how it's looking like it's being set up
crazy,
to be,
bro.
While I still got all y'all, I do want to get one more topic on the docket because I know 7 we talked about earlier might bounce, but I do want to jump in on this topic right here. They moved the date for Mike and Jake Paul.
Wow, he moved it to November. Oh my God!
I'm gonna play this clip right here and we'll come back.
Like if I brought Jake Paul, pretty much everybody in the room and the other room wants to see Jake Paul get knocked out. Yeah. So you're hoping, you got the reason why you hope Tyson would pull this off. Or
did you help set that up? Because I know you're close with Tyson.
God no. When this fight happens, Tyson will be 58 years old.
I'm worried about him.
Under any circumstances, almost 60-year-old man shouldn't be fighting a 27-year-old guy under any circumstances, even if it's Mike Tyson. So it's just ridiculous.
Now, do you think he can pull it off?
Do I think Tyson can land a shot? Yeah, if Tyson hits him.
But if Tyson lands it, like what happens to the internet? Tyson knocks out.
My biggest problem with the Jake Paul thing is, and how this plays out, is when he actually fought somebody who was a boxer, who had the same type of record he has, who is his age,
Tommy,
and who is his size, he fucking lost.
Yeah.
So they're never going to go that route again, right?
Close fight.
And they're trying to pull this whole narrative, like when people, I saw some guy the other day say, when are you going to stop fighting gimmick fights? You going to call Mike Tyson a gimmick?
Yeah. It is a gimmick fight, but I would never fight anything else but gimmick fights if I'm him.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to maybe.
If you can keep getting paid, right?
Tens of millions of dollars, he can do it.
So then why are you so concerned about that?
If you got people that are dumb enough to pay for that shit,
it's on Netflix. You don't even have to pay now.
Huh?
It's on Netflix. You don't even have to pay.
And brilliant move too, because you don't have to go pay. Everybody has Netflix, so just turn it on.
Yeah, as you can see, move to Friday, November 9th. I think there's a Thursday night football game or not, a few days after that for us in Dallas Stadium. The card is going to stay pretty much the same. Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor still going to fight on that card. They don't know about the other 2 fights that were scheduled, and they're going to keep the tickets that people have bought already and push for that event. So, what do you guys think about it?
I'm over it.
Me too, bro.
You don't think that he should put it on? Mike had that ulcer scare. That's the reason why he pushed the fight. You don't think that he should fight Jake or put his legacy on the line for this guy?
I mean, like, when you start talking about Mike Tyson, bro, this dude is nearly 60 years old, bro. And he about to get in there with Jake Paul, who's going to be in, Mike going to have to be, in order for Mike to do what he got to do, he's going to have to be juicing. He going to need that. He going to need that new LeBron. He going to need that LeBron juice.
There's always been rumored. They've always rumored that him and Holyfield that's always been a rumor.
He need that new Balco, bro. He need that new Balco. That's the only way he gonna survive in there, bro. He not. No disrespect to him, but like he can mess around and really like have a heart attack, anything in that ring, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that he won't win because he's gonna outweigh him and all of that stuff, and he knows how to use his hands. But bro, people stop boxing after a certain age for a reason, bro.
There's some other underlining rules that I heard supposed to be going on where he
can't knock him out.
He can't knock him out. No, that type of stuff.
Because it's 7 rounds, I believe. The longer he lets the fight go,
the more
he gets paid each round.
And it's kind of familiar. I think that's probably because remember, if you looked at that Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul, he knocked him out. He held him up. I think he was.
But Logan was so much bigger than him, and they didn't expect.
Yeah, he knocked Logan out and held him up so he can get paid. Yeah, shouts out. I mean, Ryan Garcia said he'll step in to fight him. So if it changes again,
you don't want none of that.
Yeah.
Ryan. Ooh, you don't want none of that. And he a little bigger than Ryan, but he still don't want none of that.
Well, what's Ryan's walk around weight? I seen Benavidez say he walked around at 300.
Like 175 is his walk around weight. So yeah, they could be about the same size. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He ain't got to train to fight no. He'll knock him out. Oh man, you see, want to touch our guy here tonight. You see that fight gonna go on?
I'm done with that. I don't even know what the hell's
going
on.
Comedy,
money, bro. They need money.
Comedy though. Comedy. They both was clowning this whole lead up. Well, come on at 8:00 tonight. If anybody want to see it. Yeah. Beyond that, it's pretty much all I got.
Wow. I need somebody to contact Kyrie. Kyrie, I don't like his attitude. He pissing me off because I hate this nonchalant. Oh, it's just basketball. No, it's not just basketball. It's more than that to us. Can it be more than that to you? Go in there, go get you, bro. Do you know what this will do?
You wasn't on the show. Who you got? Who you got in the series?
Oh, I still got Dallas. I got Dallas at 6. But I'm not surprised. Boston got a squad, bro. Boston got a squad, especially with Porzingis back. But I still got Dallas in 6, man, just to not jump off the bandwagon. But Kyrie is going to have to, bro. I need a mom. When he played with LeBron, when Kyrie played with LeBron, bro, he was a demon. He was a demon, a monster. I don't care. Now this older version, this mature version is
Chief.
cool.
He's Chief.
Bro.
What's his name? Chief Hela? Chief Hela?
I don't know what the heck his name
That's
is.
his spiritual name, Chief Hela. He's peaceful now. He's more peaceful. But he still ball. I can't say Uncle Drew be coming out.
Yeah, he shows that he still can, but he's smiling and all of that stuff too much, bro. Doing that too much. Be a monster. That's all.
Yes, sir. I know 7. Shout out to 70. Left the show. Salute. Before we jump out, I do have one more clip. Did you see that this week?
Well, I did. Lob said he won a championship. Utah Jazz broke that up. What?
Yeah, Matt Barnes said Doc broke it up with his son and his son. Let's play the small clip here and then jump right back into it.
Bro. Yeah, and just that opportunity, when you look back at that and you look like, damn, there's no way in those years we were there we shouldn't have made one finals. I'm not saying we should have won it because you take a little luck, and Jack, you're a champion, you know, you're a champion too, but like, there's no way we shouldn't have reached the final.
Yeah, we were the best team in the league, maybe for a year, a season or two.
Yeah.
Talent-wise.
And then you have the 2015 year when we beat the defending champs, the Spurs, and then we get up 3-1 against Houston. And if you simulated that and replayed it 100 times on a video game, I think 99 times it worked in our favor. That was the one time it would.
Go to the Western Conference Final against the Warriors.
And who we had just beat.
And PS5 said people forgot, so before they went on their dynasty run, we were the last team to beat them in a 7-game series during the Sterling ship.
Yeah. So I just feel like that was the best team.
Oh, by the way, they're making a show, Ramona Shelburne, shout out my home, Ramona Shelburne, they're doing a show on her ESPN podcast about the Sterling affairs. Right? Lawrence Fishburne is playing
Doc.
It's supposed to be dope.
Who's playing you?
And as we know, this interview was 2 years ago. And as you can see, this show is out now. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen all those viral memes, man. The casting looks horrible. See DeAndre Jordan?
Wow.
That was Chris Paul sitting in the front. JJ Redick kind of look like JJ Redick. Then you got look at Klay Thompson and Draymond Green.
Yo, it is what it is, man.
Blake Griffin.
Yo, years from now, people won't care.
And then this is Steph Curry looking like like Dale Curry. And I ain't talking about D-E-L, D-A-L-L-E. Dale Curry. D-A-L-E.
It's over with, bro. It's over with.
That cast is horrible.
They could have I don't think they ever had a chance at winning the championship. As much as they say they thought they were the best team in the league, they never had, not one time were they ever the best team in the NBA to me. During their whole run, they always was a really good team, but they never really were a great team to me.
Right. They had a roster, man. They did. You know, and I feel like Chris was in his prime at that time.
He kept getting hurt, though.
He didn't execute though. He had enough squad, especially when you break down that interview they were talking about, like they were pre-Golden State and right after the San Antonio dynasty. So they had a window and they didn't execute.
Chris Paul kept getting hurt and Blake Griffin kept getting hurt. And we're talking about in the middle of series that they could possibly win. And especially Chris Paul. I felt like for a good 3 to 4 seasons in a row, he got hurt in the playoffs.
Losing time. That's from Cole.
Losing time.
I'm gonna watch that show though. I'm gonna watch it because it's gonna be comedy.
Cole, what I need you to do, sir, is I need you to cover the WNBA. I need you to get on your platform, your own platform. I need you to cover the league in totality each day that they have games. I need you to cover them because the WNBA right now on the internet, on YouTube, they are looking for people right now that's going to cover them. A lot of people are not covering them like that. They just covering the BS. But they need some people to cover the games, the scores, and all of that stuff. And I know you can do it. So you get time, bro. Put that together, bro. And your channel gonna grow faster than you know because you see they got their Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. They waiting on their MJ, right? MJ will be there in a few years once Juju graduate or
He
whatever
said he
she
started
does.
on playback.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah. But shout out to the to that comment. You know, Matt Barnes went off on Doc Rivers. Everybody, there's a whole bunch of YouTube videos, mostly by JJ Redick himself, but those guys are going in on their time in Lob City. And of course, he just spilled some beans about the inner workings. They're getting tired of the fact that they, you know, getting held accountable for things that probably went on behind the scenes.
And Doc River, he messes up. He comes in and he messes up franchises. I'm used to him doing that. It's only one franchise he got lucky because they end up getting freaking Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen. Outside of that, one little stint, every franchise he goes to, he ruins.
And they had a IQ god in Rondo.
Think about it. They had a chance to freaking Doc Rivers. His first coaching gig was at Orlando with T-Mac. And then Grant Hill, right? Grant Hill was hurt, so he didn't really play. But they had a chance to get Tim Duncan. And why they didn't get Tim Duncan? Because they wouldn't let his wife at the time fly on a plane with him.
Yep. He should have said yes.
We look at the NBA, think about that one particular thing. And Tim Duncan was already a champion.
Yeah, he was our champ.
That one particular thing changes the course of the NBA. If Tim Duncan goes to Orlando, the NBA, just that one riffle changes the entire NBA, bro.
Yeah. Maybe Grant doesn't rush back, takes a little bit more time, less pressure, comes back with that third option.
And T-Mac might get him one ring.
Yep. That's all I got, BA. I appreciate you joining the show.
For sure.
We're going to be back at it. Got any plugs for the day or the week?
Man, go subscribe to Get Your Bars Up Reactions. If you have not subscribed there, go subscribe to Get Your Bars Up Reactions. And as far as Get Your Bars Up Media, we will be in the Discord tomorrow, probably at like 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard. One of the biggest events of the year. We'll be watching it in the Discord. If you rock with me, then you will have a Discord link. If you don't rock with me, holla at me in my DM.
Yes. Cole, type in your tag real quick before we go. For your Instagram and your regular, for your YouTube. I posted up here. Everybody can see. Cole got a channel. All of us are on all the platforms. You can subscribe wherever we're at. And if we don't have it, let us know. You're on that platform. We'll start it and just have some content on there for you if you're a fan. And if you're here now, please make sure you like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Helps the channel grow. And here you go, Cole's information. Make sure you subscribe to this brother.
Hey man, salute to Cole, salute to Seven, salute to you, Hank. Yep. Appreciate you having me, bro. I'm up out of this thing, bro. Salute.
Yes, sir. Salute. I appreciate it. And all you guys, thank you for joining, and everybody that's going to be watching on the playback later on. We are out of here. Again, we come here every week. Like I said, support the channel. And I'll be here every Friday with a show. And throughout the week, we'll be dropping content as well. So just make sure you subscribe to the channel and join us. Thank you again. And we are out of here. Peace.